Hi guys, welcome back. Michelle here with Sew Unique Designz, your Smartstitch trainer and Hooptech dealer. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own frame parameters for specialty frames, okay? This is Hooptech's quick change system. It's their version of fast frames. This is the Slimline 1. This is the clamping system. These are not imported into your machine already. Mighty Hoops are. If you don't have your Mighty Hoop parameters, you can go to Smartstitch's website and download these frame parameters and upload them to your machine. Some of them have been off, so if your frame parameters are off, if you downloaded that file, go check out my other video because I show you how to correct that. But today I'm going to show you how to completely create a new one. If you're using Mighty Hoops, you can find the center for your green hoops here that came with your machine, or tan, whatever color they are, because it's essentially the same. So the brackets are the same, like when it goes on the machine, it's going to be the same, so this center is going to be the same. However, the quick change system and the Slimline are not. So you see how these brackets line up here. Well, if I get it in frame, how it lines up. The center for the hoop is here, but the center for these hoops are here. So you're going to have to find the center on your machine for these specific hoops, because if you use the center for this hoop, for this, it will not be center. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, first we have to get measurements of the frame that we're going to add. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to do the quick change. So this window is actually the 4.5 by 4.5 inch window. Now that's the size of the frame, okay? So when we're setting frame parameters, it's very important that you do not use the exact measurement. We have to scoot it in a little bit because we need room for our presser foot. So we're just going to take a piece of paper and we're just going to draw, trace, whatever, inside of the frame. Okay, now that is the inside of your frame, not your stitching area. 4.5 by 4.5. So we'll probably start our parameters at, let's just do 100 millimeters, okay? It's a little under 4 inches. 100 millimeters, okay? So whatever your frame is, make sure that you're setting your frame parameters less than that. You want at least 1/4 to 1/2 inch on all sides. So this is only leaving it 1/4 on each side. So we're going to test it to see, because I know a lot of people want to use as much of their frame as possible, okay? Next, we need to know what the radius is for this on these corners. So Mighty Hoops have a radius of 25, and it's on Hoopmaster's website. It's already programmed into Smartstitch. And I'm going to show you how they got that number, because this will not be 25, okay? After you draw your frame, and I'm glad I remember this from math class. What we're going to do to find that radius, zoom it in a little bit. Let's see. Okay. All we're going to do is we're going to extend the line a little bit. Okay, so we extended our line out here. So now what we want to do is find where the curve meets that straight line. So here, okay? So now you're just going to measure from that mark to here. And it is 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Okay, if you don't know what the inch to millimeter is, we're just going to go here. You can convert it. So 1/4 inch is 6.35 millimeter. So your radius is 6.35 millimeters. Okay, so now when we go to the machine, we're going to do 100 millimeters by 100 millimeters for our frame parameters, and our radius is 6.35 millimeters. Okay, I'm going to add some water-soluble sticky stabilizer to the back of this frame. It's close enough. sure it's stuck on all 4 sides. Now we need to find the center of the hoop. This is the 4.5 by 4.5 window, so 2 1/4 each way. You want to try to get as accurate as possible. Just double check, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Okay, it looks like this dot is my center, so I'm going to try to draw a little crosshair here. And hopefully that is accurate and my center of this hoop. For these, you want your arms, for the 1501s, you want them in the 5th and 6th hole just like your other frames. So I'm going to stick this on here. We're going to choose a frame. Any of them, it doesn't even matter. Just the center, I'm going to show you. So find mechanical origin. Design origin. Okay, so these are the hoops that come with the machine. You can see that it is centered. And then you can see that these are not. This is why I was telling you can't use the center for those hoops, because of this part here. It sits too far back. Okay, we're going to go into the frame button. So switch to needle number 1. Select the frame again. And now we got to create a new one. So hit that plus sign at the very bottom. All of the machine's passwords should be the same now. It's 87181066. Enter. And now we're going to put in the information that we found earlier. So frame length and width, we're going to start with 100 millimeters, slightly under 4 inches, and see if that's enough room for our presser foot. We're going to see. The radius we found was 6.35. It won't let me do 6.35, so we're going to do 6.4 because it won't do 2 numbers. Hit enter. And then you're going to see that rounded the corners of the frame. You can also import photos. This is the 4.5 by 4.5, so we're going to select that photo and import it. And I will have these available on my website for you guys, so go check that out. And now we need to find center of this frame. We can't go by machine center. So we're going to use these arrow keys to line up the crosshairs we drew and with needle number 1 and get it as close as possible. So we'll just move these. We need to get that center correct. Okay, once you got it moved and you think that that's center, we're going to push this down blue button. Okay, so we're going to bring our frame parameters down, and then we're going to hit the green check, and that created us a new frame parameter. Okay, now we need to go check to make sure that's where it needs to be. So we're going to go back to the main screen. Okay, go back to the main screen, hit that main shaft 0 button down here, and then hit needle down. So it's a little hard to see with the light. I don't know if you can tell, but my needle dropped right there. So I probably need to scooch it just a teeny bit more. Okay, we need to move it a tiny bit more. Go back into the frame button, and then we're going to go to the frame here. And now we're going to click this button. This is the information button. So click there. Shouldn't have to put your password in again since we were already in here. And now we'll just move it down a little bit and a little bit to the left, and then we'll go drop a needle again and see if we got it this time. Okay, so we're going to go back to the main screen, main shaft button, needle down, and then we're going to check it. And this time it looks like it got a little bit close. It got closer to where it needs to be. I don't think you can tell from here. But so now we're going to stitch a test design to see how accurately we got this. Okay, so we're going to go select the frame that we just created. Click the green check, and it should move and recalibrate, hopefully to center. Perfect. Okay, so we set our frame parameters at 100 millimeters. So your design that you bring in has to be under 100 millimeter. I created this one at 95 by 95, and it has the same radius. So this is exactly like that frame. Okay, but for now, we want to stitch a crosshair center to see if we got it centered before we stitch all around here, because we don't want to hit that frame. So just choose any small design. This is a 60 by 13, so this will work. So select it, hit these 3 little dots, and then right here, number 9, create new design along design border. It's going to give it the next number in order. It's fine, hit enter. I'm not doing anything here, hit the green check. So now we're going to select it. Let's give it a different color. Put it on black. Okay, so you can see it's centered on screen. So we're going to see if it's going to stitch centered. Okay, I'm going to do a trace. And now we're going to put it in confirmation status, and we're going to stitch that. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Oh, wait, my light. There we go. Oh, look, I got that completely centered on my mark. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go grab that design that I created and stitch to see if we have enough space. It should be right inside. So we're going to select it. We're just going to go to recenter everything for grins and giggles. Recenter that. And now it should stitch on the inside of the frame parameters as closely as possible. Let's change it to a different color. Confirmation status, and now we're going to stitch that. Looks perfect. If you guys want your sewable field to be more than this and you want to expand your parameters just a little bit, so let me show you. So like once we have the frame set, I did create a 100 millimeter design. Change it to another color. Since we set our frame parameters to 100 millimeters, we can't use a 100 millimeter design because it's going to say it's over the limit. So all you have to do is just expand those parameters that we set. So go back into your settings and find the frame. Hit the information button. If your password comes up, enter your password. And then we're going to expand the parameters to, let's say, 105. That way, that 100 millimeter design should fit inside this and it won't tell us it's over the frame limit. So make sure you just hit the green check. We don't have the blue arrow. Hit the check again, and then it's going to recalibrate to those new frame parameters. And that 100 millimeter now fits inside that frame. So we're going to do a trace. We're going to look to see if we can stitch this with a different color. Make sure there's enough room for our presser foot to stitch 100 millimeters and not hit that frame. Okay, so I switched to needle number 1, and I'm going to do the contour trace. It's the one that goes around the actual design, and kind of see if we're going to have enough space. And it looks really, really close. Okay, it looks like there's enough room for the presser foot to go around that 100mm design. So let's stitch it and see. Okay, so we got closer to the frame. Okay, so if you want a stitch field of 100mm, make sure you set it to 105. And remember, when you're getting a design, a completely squared off may not fit so well at 100mm because of the curved corners. Okay. Congratulations, you just set your own frame parameters. This will work for any of the specialty hoops, whether it be Mighty Hoops, Hooptech Slimline 1, or the Hooptech Quick Change system such as this. You just need to set your own frame for each one of the windows. There are a lot of different sizes, and you want to make sure that it's as accurate as possible. I hope you guys found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and share the video with anyone who needs to be able to input their own frame parameters. You guys have a great day, and happy stitching.